How's it going, everyone? This is Trixx from Meta Smash, and in this video, we're going to be taking a look at a coaching session that I did a couple days ago. A lot of you guys are very curious about coaching and what does it look like as far as if you get into a coaching session, what do you actually do? Do we just play for an hour and then we talk about whatever happens to happen, or is there some sort of structure to it, or what does it look like? And so with that being said, I want to give you guys a live example of a coaching session and some of the tips that I give to this player. This is someone that I've coached quite a few times in the past as well, and we've been working a lot on his neutral game, especially with whiff punishing, bait and punish in general. He plays Peach, and so you're going to see a lot of the concepts that we talk about as far as how he can get back into neutral if he happens to lose an interaction, how he can whiff punish a little bit better, and also just landing options, stuff like that. So if that's something that's interesting to you, be sure to leave a comment down below and let me know your thoughts. If you had any sort of insight or input on the session itself and you'd like to add to the conversation, all of my students love to go back and check out the VODs, and also if they happen to make it onto the YouTube channel, always check out the comment section to see if there's any extra advice out there that anybody can give them as well, because of course we're all trying to learn together. And also I want to mention just before we get into the video that we are starting our first set of sponsored tournaments starting on January 16th. We're going to have a $100 prize pool for our January 16th tournament. It's going to be an online tournament, of course, with the pandemic still happening, but with that being said, it is free to enter. So if you're interested in competing in a tournament for a $100 prize pool, then by all means, feel free to sign up. There's going to be a link in the description below to the tournament sign up as well. And also be sure to join the Discord. Also, if you do have any questions about coaching and you'd like to know more information about it, please don't hesitate to DM me on Discord. I'll show that on the screen right now as far as my personal DM, so feel free to message me there, and I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. With that being said, enjoy the video. What I want to work on with you right now is micro spacing or bait and punish at a mid-range. Because the last couple times when we have been playing, even in the Ditto, I've mentioned that your combos are substantially better than mine when it comes to using Peach, right?
Yeah.
But your punish game, a lot of the time, the things I was just getting away from you or getting away with was kind of, I wouldn't say it was horrible, because I wasn't like three-stocking you by any means, but there's a lot of times where it's like, okay, I'm landing something on your shield, and then I'm either getting away from you for free, or I'm whipping something right in front of you, and I'm not getting punished for it, right?
Okay.
So with that being said, let's try and do some micro spacing stuff. We'll just play normal and just try and be really aware of it. I'm gonna go out of my way to try and be a little on the extreme side with my micro spacing. So if I'm walking close to you and stuff like that, just to show you what it could look like for Falco and the things that you could also be pulling off by not moving quite as frantically. If that makes sense, because yes, you do have the flow cancel text down like way more than I do. And it's good to use them, but even when I was floating, I wasn't doing too much crazy stuff, and I was able to dodge a lot of stuff as well, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, try not to get too lost in the sauce. It's very easy to get there, especially with a character that has the sauce. Falco's one of them as well, right? But yeah, with that being said, let's try fighting and see how it goes. You ready?
Okay, yep.
Let's get boys. So right there, that fair on shield was not safe. At the very least, if you don't know what you could do, you could nair out a shield, or you could probably even up B out a shield.
I'm alive?
I'm pretty sure fair is minus, I want to say like 15 or 14 on shield. It's not safe at all. And I think your paracel.
I think my thing is I just released earlier. I just released my shield early.
No, not in that situation. You actually didn't. You held your shield long enough for me to run away. I did fair on your shield, and then I jabbed and dashed away, right? Which means I could have grabbed.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. Like, that's not necessarily a micro spacing thing. Oh, he is sick. He is sick. Arm's dead. I didn't take any of that. All right, we're not gonna talk about that. Oh, he's dead.
Oh, hacks.
I'm hacking.
I had to do so much for that kill. I had to do so much.
I had to do so little. All I did was put my controller down and miss every tech and not DI. Next thing you know, it worked. Nailed the trick, confirmed. Okay. So right there, you went for the combo starter right away, right? After the down smash.
Yeah.
Not a bad option, but you're a little slow on it. Of course, we're playing online, so it's not the greatest whiff punishing in the world. Even right there, you probably could have got, I want to say, you could have got a side B to punish my spot dodge. You could have possibly got a grab, right?
Yeah.
Possibly could have got even just jab, right? Get a jab and knock me down, and then try and follow up with like a dash attack. Get some space, get yourself back on stage, get a turnip out, right? Stuff like that. So at this like mid percent, you notice that your nair actually knocked me down, right?
Yeah.
So you could try and go for some tech chase options out of that as well. So you could
That
be
didn't
going.
hit me.
Nah, my character cheats in reverse, bro. But when you got that
Oh.
nair, you could have got side B again, right? Or you could have also gotten dash attack as well, right? So it's a little bit less combo heavy, but it's just getting a punish in general. That's something I had to learn a lot with Falco when I first learned how to do the active hop combo, because I would go out of my way to not get any punishes just so I could do a combo that did 60%. Well, it's like I could have also just done normal stuff and put that 60% on in a different way. And also not been losing by like 100 because I'm just not hitting you because I want to try and style. Right? Right there, you definitely don't want to give me that much space either. At the ledge.
Yeah.
So, try your best. Oh, I'm still alive. So I said, just try your best. When you have me at ledge trapping position, that's supposed to be back here. It's gonna hit. Let this hit. Okay. When you have me at ledge trapping position, you want to stay off the platform. Stay below the platform.
Yeah.
Stay at like roll distance at the absolute max. If you are like sending me across the stage, you have to run across the stage. That's different. But if you hit me off stage, you successfully ledge trap me at least one time. Stay in that position and try and track whatever I just did. So if I do like a neutral get up and you, I don't know, did a dash attack or an F smash or you got a forward throw, whatever, expect me to do something other than a neutral get up again. Right? So cover a different option. That being said, if I do happen to do the no mix up and I do another neutral get up, then after that, the next time, then you want to try and punish a neutral get up again, just to see if I'm playing like brain dead or something. Because a lot of the time, there are people out there, including myself sometimes, where you just aren't thinking about a certain aspect of the game. Like that's why you'll catch people just rolling in for no reason, doing get up attack every single time, or spot dodging after every F smash or whatever it might be. Because it's just one small thing they're not really caring too much about, right? And you can capitalize on that too. So right there, you saw how I came down aggressive, right? You built the dash attack and I came down immediately with fair. In that situation, you could have shielded, wait for my fair to land on your shield, and just gone for a grab, got me off stage, and then ledge trap me, right? Much better with the pokes. Because realistically, you're not trying to get too much, right?
Yeah.
Especially against characters like Falco, who, if you do happen to overextend, you're going to take a lot of percent. You were at 22, and now you're at 71, because you didn't really overextend. It was more so I overextended and I was successful. Right?
Yeah.
That's what it really was. Okay. Yeah, smash going to catch. We're going to talk about that, too. One thing you don't do at all is you never air dodge. Like, and it's almost honestly to a fault where most people I coach, I'll say to them, you air dodge way too much. It's like their go-to panic option. For you, you just don't do it. And so it lets me get things that I don't really deserve. Like that F smash, for example, didn't really deserve that. Also, a couple edge guards I've gotten, I think it might have been this game or maybe last game, I don't know. Yeah,
I don't spot dodge. I don't air dodge, and if I do air dodge, it's never a directional air dodge.
So,
and I only roll if I'm trying to get away from someone normally.
So I can say, with that being said, if you never spot dodge, that allows me to be a lot more mashy as well, right?
Yeah.
Or if you never air dodge as well. So if you never air dodge, I can just jump off stage and just go like this, and I'll hit you literally every single time, right?
Yeah.
Or if you don't,
I've gotten
air
better
dodge onto
at
the
it
stage
off
like
stage.
that. Yeah. Same thing with if you air dodge onto the stage like this. If you do that, two things can happen that are you have two potential outcomes. Potential outcome number one is if you air dodge like this. If I try and hit you like that and I completely miss, now you're gonna get a ledge trap opportunity, which is great. Also, on the flip side of it, if you don't, or if you do the air dodge, I could dash back and my F smash you. Right? So there's pros and cons to everything. But if you never air dodge, I'm just gonna go like this every single time, and I'm gonna hit you every single time. Right?
Yeah.
So you want to try and keep me honest. Keep me honest so that I have to try and cover more mix-ups rather than saying, okay, every time he grabs a ledge, he just rolls. So I'm just gonna go right here and go for an up smash or an up tilt and get a combo or get a kill, right? So I'll go like this, get you to roll, and then come back here and up smash or something. Right? Not saying that you do that, but if that's the case. Same thing with like if you do happen to air dodge on stage like this every time, I'm just gonna dash back and up smash, or I'm gonna get a grab, throw you off stage or something. Right?
So I'm one of the few people in the world that have a lack of air dodging habit.
It would seem to be that way.
That wasn't supposed to be a down air.
So even right there, so you saw how I caught your landing, right? So I caught your landing when you came down with, I think you came down with 2 nairs, right?
Yeah.
And what happened was you didn't mix up where you were going at all. I just pretty much I just ran underneath you and held shield. And then as soon as you naired on my shield, I was able to get a grab. Or I think it might have been a nair or something. I don't know. I hit you with something. Either way, the air dodge itself too can be a great way to mix up your opponent as far as your landing, not necessarily for the sake of the intangibility, but the mobility, right? Your ability to change direction.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
I'd say that's probably one of the biggest reasons why I would air dodge, is to try and mix somebody up and catch them off balance. So they're dashing to the left and you air dodge to the right, and then you create some space, right? Something like going like this, right? I do this kind of thing all the time, where if I'm in front of somebody, not necessarily like just this is a neutral, this wouldn't really make a ton of sense, but like if I'm like drifting around back and forth, I'll be floating back and forth, right? And if they get close to me, whatever direction they're traveling, so if you're coming from the left and you're gonna jump at me to like towards the right, like this, across like that. If I'm near you, I'm gonna go back and forth like this, and I'm gonna air dodge in the opposite direction of which way you're traveling.
Okay.
Right? So that if I'm successful, I'm going to end up here, and you're still dashing, and by the time you've reacted, you're over here. Right?
Yeah.
Of course, everything in the game could be red, so if you're like, oh, every time I run at him, he tries to cross me up, you're just going to dash back, and then I land right on top of you with the air dodge, and you up smash or grab or nair or something just to put on damage or kill me, and of course it's going to be bad. But if I always, let's say, if I just land right here, and I don't air dodge, I'm always going to land right here. It's very easy to track where I'm going, right? So when I'm walking like that, you want to go for a burst option on the ground. All you want to do, go for a dash attack or a side B, and there's a very, very strong chance I'm not going to react in time. Especially dash attack. If we're just going back and forth and just walking, I'm not thinking shield first. I'm thinking down tilt first. Right? Because I want you to mess up in front of me so I can just go for a down tilt and kill you. Because you're like over 140. If I can get a sweet spot down tilt, you're going to die. Right? So if I'm thinking down tilt first, I'm reacting with like one thing. Right? Just this. If you side B or dash attack, and I have to try and react with this, and you're breaking my zone so quickly, very good chance, even if I start my down tilt, you're going to hit me first. Right?
Yeah.